Good afternoon, peasants. At time of recording, Survivor Series is tomorrow. Let me tell you a little story. I went to every major WWE PLE this year. My goal was to make it to the Big Four. So because I was at Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, I really wanted to make it to Survivor Series. If you're unfamiliar with me, hi, my name's Wheezy, or that's what people call me online, WheezyBlonde. My real name is Alexis. I'm a pro wrestling fan from Northern Indiana. I got popular by making reaction videos and stuff. I've been doing that for quite a few years. Sparing you all the rigmarole because I feel like I have to mention it constantly at the moment, just to keep you up to date. I was in the hospital in July. I was sick for about a year, blah, 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 blah. I'm getting my life back together, slowly making my way back to the internet full time. Since July, I have been self-improving. I've been getting my life together, working on my house. That's kind of what the dealio is right now. I'll show you that in a little bit. I didn't feel like the build up to Survivor Series was something that I really wanted to spend the money on. And here's where full transparency comes in. I don't have the money. I do. But here's what happened. Before I quit my full-time job as a hairstylist, I really wanted to be a full-time content creator. And the idea was if I invested money in myself and pulled out lines of credit, that I would be able to make that a reality. I was not in the right headspace. I wasn't able to organize things the way that I needed to. I'm currently working on that. I have ADHD. Hi, I just found that out a year or two ago. So in order to make it to a lot of the events that I went to this year, I used lines of credit. I bought equipment with lines of credit. And because of my depression that I was concealing, I wasn't staying on top of that. And I didn't realize how out of control it had gotten, and I am currently now in the process of paying that down. It's not the worst you've ever heard. It's definitely doable. It's just I don't want to deplete my savings in order to get rid of it, so I'm trying to be smart about it as I make my way back to the internet. So I could not now, in my right state of mind, pull the trigger on buying plane tickets, hotel to fly across the country to go to Survivor Series when all of the events that I've attended this year have been good for me, but I don't know how much they actually added to my career. I absolutely could have stayed home and streamed and probably maybe would have grown better than me going to the events, but I just was so depressed and so upset with myself and my situation that it was a conscious decision and a reckless decision for me to go to these things just so that I could be happy and feel something, honestly. And I wasn't sure that I was ever going to get the opportunity to again, and so I made a lot of decisions I probably shouldn't have made. Everything that you see online is not as it seems. So where does that leave us now? That leaves me picking up the pieces of that, being content with my own space, being content with myself, working on my house, working on myself, and getting reacquainted with you. What exactly that means, I'm not sure. I was chasing a dream before that I don't think is a reality, and so now I'm just kind of winging it. At the time of recording, I am planning a 24-hour subathon tomorrow for Survivor Series to make up for the FOMO that I'm going to have because I'm not there. Because a lot of my creator friends are going to be there, and I hate that I'm not. It was my goal to make it to the Big Four, but it's not smart. It's not gonna happen. It's okay. We will watch Survivor Series together in the middle of a subathon, and I have a lot of cool things planned. We're gonna do some baking, we're gonna do some painting, we're gonna do some activities, we're gonna do some cosplay, some singing. I'll give you a tour of my house. I'll give you a tour of my office, depending on what that's gonna be like. I'll show you what it looks like right now. We're about to take the camera around. But if you've said kind things to me, someone said something the other day that actually, I have not been active on Instagram the last maybe week, 2 weeks. I'm usually very active every day. My focus and my attention goes directly into that app and directly into my phone to be present on social media. And in order to do that, I've neglected so many things in my life. So I'm currently in the process of working with my therapist to simplify my space, make my space work the best for me, so that I can keep it together and clean and so that I function properly. Okay, I've yapped enough. I'm not going to Survivor Series. I'm in severe debt. Please come watch my videos because I need to get out of debt, and I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being a part of my life and letting me be honest with you. They say in social media that authenticity sells, and they say that, being real is really what helps. And in the wrestling space, I don't really feel that that's the case. I feel like in the wrestling space, what works the best is to fake it and lie and be surface level, and I'm not capable of doing that. And if that means that I never reach the heights that I think that I have the potential to, that's okay. I'll go back to a regular job and all that, but this has been a journey that I think was necessary to get my mind right, to get my health right, and I feel more like myself than I have in a long time. And I know that I've said that before, but all of the times that I've done it before, because I've made this kind of video multiple times, every time I've said it before, I think I was trying to convince myself, and I was definitely lying just to try and keep grinding online. And I don't feel like I need to do that anymore. This is me, this is my chaos, this is my life. blah, 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 that shit. Let me show you some stuff around my house. This is my living space currently. Here's my couches. This is gonna be going into that dining room. I'll show you in a minute. This is my tree that my cat ate the lights off of. She's fabulous. You know, I've got more stuff around and hanging out than I'd like to, just because it's still a work in progress. There will be an area rug in here, but this is what I've got going on. I've made it so that I don't have to be holed up in my office. So look, like I've made a nice, you know, lap stand that I can sit on my couch and do work. I've also got this standing desk over here that I can roll and move around wherever I need to. It also lowers. This is the reality of my life currently. So if you're not seeing me on social media, it's because this is what I'm working on. I currently don't have any flooring in here. There's all kinds of drywall equipment, saws, paint, primer. I just primed all of this trim. I've been painting all of the woodwork in my house. I had to caulk the trim paintant. I still have to paint this room. I've got to paint the ceiling. I have a water space up here. As water damage, I have to cut that out and I have to put sheetrock on it and do all this shit. This is part of the old couch that's not going back. My dog is stressed. How you feeling, Bo? I know. This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the VPN that I trust the most. I love brands that actually make my life easier, and Surfshark does exactly that. It encrypts your data, hides your IP, and protects you whenever you're browsing. Whether I'm at home or connected to random Wi-Fi networks in airports, salons, or at concerts. But here's the real reason I love it. Surfshark lets me bypass the headache of millions of commercials and another billion apps that I need in order to watch WWE content. I can switch my virtual location, open one app, and just watch. No ads, no hunting for links, and no juggling subscriptions like I'm in the circus. And with the ability to use it on unlimited devices, it runs on my phone, tablet, laptop, and even my TV, all at the same time. If you want to try it for yourself, click the link in my description or go to surfshark.com/WheezyBlonde. Use the code WheezyBlonde at checkout for 4 extra months of Surfshark. Huge thank you to Surfshark for supporting the channel and for making watching wrestling a whole lot easier. So currently, most days I'm waking up at 8:30, eating breakfast and getting ready, and then I jump right into doing all of this. This is a shelf that is typically in my living room, and it's just full of shit. Here's my kitchen currently from the dining room. That flooring is linoleum. It will be changing to a wider white plank tile that will run through the dining room. To do a quick kitchen facelift, I'm going to, well, I had these tiles painted. It's a very long story. I'm keeping the tiles. I've just been painting over the grout now to make them fresh. I'm gonna try to figure out a color with the cabinets. I'm gonna put new hardware on them, new closures. I would like to move some of this, but I'm just keeping it simple for right now. I'm gonna do some butcher block contact paper on the countertops. I just got all of the paint off of this tile today. Obviously paint the walls and fix some things. That's coming down. I'm probably gonna get a new microwave. Things like this, I'll fix the woodwork, fix shit like that, get rid of that. This is the little bit left that I have to do. This is what I did when I moved into this house. See all this gray paint? When I moved into this house, it was 2019, and I made everything millennial gray. I don't know why the fuck I felt the need to do that, but that's what I did. And I hate it. There just was no character, nothing. Luckily, it's latex paint. It's coming off very easily, but I have to paint the grout. A lot of fixing woodwork and shit, but little details like that. Blah. Don't know how well you'll be able to see this because of the lighting, but this is like mid-century tile that's really just messed up. You know, I would keep it if it wasn't jacked up and my cat used it as hockey pucks. And then if you come around this way, you know, here's the living room and everything. So there will be the chase that's in my office that you'll see is going right here. I have an area rug to put in here. I haven't put it down yet because the floor got refinished like beginning of November, and so I need to mop in there still, but I don't think you can mop it until like after 30 days. So once I mop and get it cleaned, then the area rug will go in and the rest of the furniture will go in. But if you've been with me for a while, you know that I've changed my office 50 million fucking times because I'm realizing now it was just like it was the one thing I felt like I had control of that I could do, and it would make me feel better. And it's just been progressively piling up, and I tried to do things too quickly after I quit my job. So it turned into fuckery. I don't know how much I'm gonna get done before the subathon tomorrow. So that, you know, looks fine from this angle, right? That desk there is just full of shit. I'm trying to get rid of all of these wires and things that I don't necessarily need anymore. I'm going to put new legs on this and move it into my living room. So it'll be a desk out there for us. That I'm actually gonna move into the middle of the room. So it will exist in the middle of the room, and I'm gonna have an area rug that I just rolled out down in the basement. So I can't show it to you, but it will, the background will be better again. I'm gonna put my lights back up, my little rope lights. Crazy life is crazy. Crazy life is, I have a lot to work on. I don't wanna yap for too long. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a glimpse into what my life looks like currently. I'm not going to Survivor Series. I'm just putting things back together, just putting my life back together. It's okay, you know. We're taught and conditioned to just like grind, you know. That's what we're supposed to do, and it doesn't always work that great. You know, I've always felt different. I've always felt like I don't fit the mold of what exactly is expected in the wrestling space because I don't have opinions about everything. I don't even know. I don't have predictions for Survivor Series. I'm gonna bullshit some tomorrow on the subathon, but like I don't fucking know. Like I'm just gonna watch the damn room. That being said, if you see this, come hang out on the subathon tomorrow. It's gonna be chaotic. It's not gonna be super well put together, but if nothing else, it's going to be entertaining. It's gonna be very entertaining. You'll get a glimpse into my life, how I actually am, how I operate. We can talk wrestling now that I'm more capable of doing that, and it'll be a lot of fun. So definitely come check it out. Links will be down in the description and everything. Thank you for being here with me. Thanks for being cool. Don't be weirdos. Peace, love, STFU. Okay, bye.